Hi everyone, in this problem statement we are going to solve remove duplicates from a sorted array part 2. This is an extension of the previous problem. Only difference is that in the earlier problem we would have to have only the unique elements. Here, even though they are calling it unique elements, it can appear twice. So relative order of the element should be kept same. So in order for us to track how many times the elements are occurring, we are going to create a dictionary. So dict, and then we are going to have a counter back again. Counter, we are going to loop through it. So for each in our array, so if that element is occurring, or let's say not occurring, right? So if each not in our dictionary, in that case we are going to add that value in our array at the counter position. So array counter equal to each, we are going to increment the counter plus equal to 1, and we are going to initialize this value in our dictionary. So dict of each equal to 1. There is only one element. In case if this element is already present in dictionary, then we have to add another else if elif. So in this case, let's say dict of array is already 1. In that case, what we are going to do, we are again going to add that value. So array of counter equal to each, and our counter value is going to again be incremented plus equal to 1, and we are going to add that value. So dict of each, so in this case this dictionary, this value is already present in dictionary, so we are going to increment this value by plus 1, and at the end we are going to return counter. So now, right, if I do a pseudo code of it, so initially our counter is 0 and our array is 1 1 1 2 2 3. So what is going to happen initially for the first element, right? The 1 is not present in dictionary, so this part of the loop is going to work, and we're going to add that value. Our counter value is going to get incremented to 1 when you're getting the second one, right? So in that case, it's going to run the else if loop, and we're going to run this part of the code, and we are going to increase it, and our counter value is then increased to 2. But in our dictionary, right, the value of 1, for the key of 1, there is already 2 values. So when you're getting a next one, right, it is already 2, so none of this if or else would be working. So we are going to remove one, we are not going to neglect this one, and nothing is going to happen. Then once we are getting the 2 value, so 2 is not in dictionary, so we are going to replace 2, means we are going to replace 1 with 2. So our current value would be 2, and this value is going to be 3. Similarly, if you are again getting 2, right, so in that case the 2 is already present in our dictionary, but the value of 2 is 1. So in that case, again you're going to replace this 2 with this 1, and in this case this part of this code is going to work. And at last, when you're going to get 3, right, so our 3 is not present in dictionary, so 3 would be added here, and by this time, right, our value of the counter is 1 2 3 4 5. Our value of is going to be 5, and 3 is getting 2 is getting replaced by 3, and at last, right, this 3 we do not want to take care of it, so the value of this 3 will remain the same. So our output, right, would be 5, and this first 5 elements is going to be taken care, and we did an in place replacement of the values. So in the next section we are going to see how to write the code in Python. Now let us create a dictionary. So we're going to initialize with an empty dictionary. We have to add a counter. So counter value is going to be 0. Now we are going to loop in. So for I in range from 0 to length of nums, if the nums value is present or it's not present in our dictionary, so dicttext.keys, so we can say it's an unique element. So in that case, our nums of counter is going to be initialized with the current nums value. We're going to increment counter by 1, and we're going to add that key to our dictionary. So nums of I equal to 1. Now in case, because here, right, we have to find the elements which can appear at most twice. So in case the element is already in dictionary but it has only appeared once, so in that case elif dicttext of nums of I, you are going to find out what is the current value of this nums I in the dictionary. So in case it is 1, so in that case we are assuming that this value has appeared only once. So in that case we can again initialize this value, or we can replace this value with the place of the current counter value. Let's say nums of I, and we are again going to increment the counter, and at last we are going to add this value or increment whatever the current key value pair in dictionary with 1, so that the value is increasing to 1. So next time the same value is appearing again, so this else would be void, else if part would be void, and it would not be added to our list. And at last you have to return the value. So return counter, and let me run this code. It should return, the public test cases should pass, and let me click on submit. As you could see, it's submitted properly, even though it's saying beat 33%, but our code is going to be efficient. And I also feel that LeetCode, this runtime is not always correct, because it can give very different results a lot of times. So you can just ignore this part. So that's all for this video. See you in the next one.